To Luke Beasley from John Weaver, Roseman, California. It's 9 o'clock West Coast time on the Friday, the 5th of September, 2025. I don't know what to say either. I saw your videos. If you think I'm still pissed off at Trump at this point over here, yeah, more so. More so. I'm grateful you're back, bud. Your voice is needed out there. Some people might call it a rallying cry, but unfortunately, that's among the independents and the YouTubers out here. But for the general population, yeah, welcome to my neighborhood. Still peaceful and quiet compared to what the hell you've been through and survived. I'm not going to say what you need to do. I could exhibit the same thoughts and prayers at this point, but I'm not about to. You had been through an experience none of us wanted to go through in the first place. And yet the ones who are going through this wish to God they had never been. All because of ego, excessive greed, gluttony. And Putin doesn't care. Putin doesn't have the heart or compassion for anybody. And Trump, we all know, is equally worthless, and so is his Trumplicans, but the Trumplicans seem to have more power than the old big mouth, but they use him as the front. I'm not thumping my fist on the ground and saying, we must do action. I've heard a lot of people calling out for impeachment. Sadly to say, it's not going to work. At least not before the midterms anyway. We'll see what happens afterwards. Because if we happen to get the Republican, or the Trumplican side majority again, and that's what makes me sick to my stomach, because there's no way in hell except to go through hell. If the courts cannot keep Trump in check, if the midterms cannot keep Trump in check, are the damn Trumplicans going to wake up in Congress and realize what the hell's going on? Or do they actually care? I knew Putin is an absolute liar. He wants his power. He's in the throes of other power-mad egomaniacs who want control of their empires and nothing to happen to them. Trump, on the other hand, is pushing limits because he feels like he's got none. I had to tell his asshole that his day's coming. One day. But we can't deal with Putin. We're not strong enough, we're weak. It's not defense. It's because of the administration that we have right now that doesn't make us as strong as we need to be. Trump has weakened us a great deal among our allies, our trading partners. He's forced other trading partners to gain different avenues other than the United States. Trade deals that should have been are broken and busted. We're in for it. And the problem is, Mr. Beasley, we did this to ourselves. I did videos on my own channel. Talked about a lot of stuff. But I've also pointed a finger at us Americans. We allowed Trump to happen. We allowed Trump to get in office the first time. And then the second time. We did this. But nobody's admitting to it. I had to. I posted my videos out there for the world to see. I got very small. Maybe about a handful. But I had to make known. We were responsible for Trump. We're accountable. I had to be transparent about it. I had to step up on that one. As a citizen resident in the United States, I no longer recognize my countrymen because of what we're going through. My countrymen are still protesting like crazy and getting their asses arrested by ICE and the federal government while Congress just laughs their heads off. The Trumplicans mostly, and the Democrats are wondering if they're going to be next on a hit parade. I cannot and will not say we have to look to our own, because we have also put out the example of what we are, and everything we did, everything was said. Does it make me ashamed of being American? Yeah. Because we have a president who's thoroughly convinced that everything else is gilded, it's gilded age for him, and he wants it all. And yet no one in the medical establishment who is even close to this bastard can certify him as unfit. They're too damn afraid of him. They can't certify for medical or for mental health. They won't. Walter Reed's useless. Where were his chiefs? Whoever's America's chief medical officer is worthless as hell. And so is the staff. Because nobody's coming out and going after him. You got outside physicians and mental health professionals who have already diagnosed the guy. They put it in books. They try to put themselves in public, but not putting it officially through Congress. Because Congress won't have it. Maybe you caught on to Marjorie Taylor Greene's slightly change of mental status when she actually sided with the Epstein victims. And I'll call them victims. She sided with the Democrats and got burned by MAGA. By her own maggot supporters. Maybe because she was siding with the women because she'd probably see herself as one of them, or whatever reasons goes on through her head. We live in strange and horrible times. We can't understand it. We don't want to understand it. If I look at it from human history, I would say it's normal. Hear me out. Guy, you're almost pushing 30. Almost. Give you a few more years. It'll give you a little bit of perspective, but not much. I'm pushing 60 next year. Yeah. Grew up under the Apollo era, but I was going to Vietnam. Grew up under the space race and science fiction, and geopolitics, oil crisis, countries under siege, hostages taken, cruise ships, airlines, fodder for terrorists. Seeing a madman in an environment who decides he's going to take over another country and have a coalition push his ass out. Leaving a mark in my own damn family. I had never been able to get into the military because I'm medically 4F, what they call me. That's what happens when you have open heart surgery at a young age. And then the doctors keep telling you, you're not going in the military. Your heart's not strong enough. We're not signing the forms. You're not going. I would only serve on the side. I would only be a caregiver. There's nothing wrong with that. Growing up as a kid, I thought there was something wrong with that, but as an adult these days, it was a job and it was a privilege. Things we did for family. Something Trump wouldn't understand. Trump's incapable. Whatever comes out of his mouth is not reality, it's not truth. I don't believe any word of him. I heard about the great big, beautiful, whatever the hell he calls it, a monstrosity from hell. And he lied to the people left and right. He lied to them, and they believed it, drank his Kool-Aid, got him elected as a tyrant. And now they're screaming and yelling because the tyrant's coming after them. Louisiana, New Orleans. Yeah. Red state, and a couple other red states. Coming after Chicago. Coming after people left and right. We'll have the quieter, tamer Putin. Well, the thing is, we elected this bastard in office. You know what the difference with him and Putin is? Putin's not afraid to get his hands dirty. He's not afraid to get his hands dirty, Luke. Putin will kill to keep what's his. Is Trump capable of doing that? I keep seeing... Sorry. Shifting cushion on my chair here. Butt hurts. An old forked thing. But he's not there. He wants to be there, but he doesn't have the insanity to do it. I could say courage. Does it take courage to kill a person? You know the answer to that one. You know it more than I do. We'd both seen it in his eyes. He's crazy, but he's not that out of it. You look at Putin's eyes and he's got shark eyes. A shark stare. Trump's a coward. He allows everybody else to do it. But then again, he gets cowards who build himself upon others to do the job for them, so they get empowered, which empowers Trump. Take away that away from Trump, and all he is a scared shitless rat. Read enough history about this one, seen enough history about this one. We've seen power mad thugs who actually were able to carry a gun and kill people with their own hands. I read and watched too much. I had seen the court cases here in the States about our own guys with the crazy look, with the shark eyes. Worse than a 1,000-yard stare. You know that one too. My brother had served in the military. Top shelf. My mother and my brother and dogs. Bottom picture. Things I do as a caregiver. One thing, you had seen it, you felt it, but you never gone through it. Basically, you were protected. Not physically, but otherwise. It wasn't your time, Luke. You had to be a voice. You had to tell people what was going on. In your own terms, in your own understanding. If you had lost people that you cared about over there, I would understand you more. I've had death too much in my lifetime. Too many family, friends, pets, and myself. Been touched. I have. The problem is sometimes I wish I wasn't, but I have to be grateful every single day I'm still alive, and you have to be grateful you're still alive. It's a long, hard walk. And it's okay to break down and freak out. It's okay to feel like you're broken. And to be told you're just getting yourself prepared. You have to find the words, and they will come. They will come with the torrents. My suggestion at this point, and it's only a suggestion, Mr. Luke Beasley, is group sessions and therapy works. I stay the hell away from the damn drugs. I do. Personal choice. I'd rather talk to people. I'd rather talk about it online. And understand this. You have to come to grips and understand it's part of you now. You chose. You realized the risks. You got more than what you got out of it. Now you have to carry the message. You are a messenger. You went in, you saw. You were changed. And you realized this before you got in. There was no going back. You're going to be the one among many who have gone through this stuff, who have witnessed horrors, and they have to say it. It's hard for people to express it because there's no common terms. There's no common terminology for it. You tell it as it is. I had an uncle, actually I had three. Two survived World War II, tried to talk about it. One had a limb amputated, artificial leg. And the other wasn't. They both survived the Pacific, Pearl Harbor. They died long ago. But there was another uncle I had who could not tell anybody but somebody else who had been through it, either through Korea or through combat. He was a smoker, lung cancer, chemo, radiation, surgery. One day he took a big breath. That was his last. He survived Incheon. He told my brother what happened. My brother had been in the Navy. And he did things in the Navy that my uncle and my brother would only share. My brother had lifelong PTSD, manifested even worse when he got older. He died from multiple strokes in his head, trans-ischemic attacks. Said died of respiratory. His brain was dying. He had taken meds for PTSD. And he had to keep upping, get the doses updated and medications changed. It was just too horrific for him. I hope and pray he's at peace. I had to be the caregiver for him, for Mama, for my dogs. But yeah, I've been at death's door, and I wanted to stay. It wasn't my time. It wasn't my time, Luke. You're going to have days where it's going to be too much. You're going to have a hell of a lot of hands out there who want to help you out. Trust your gut. Trust your gut. And stick with it. Brain will get you screwed over. Trust your gut, dude. Your instincts. You've been through it. You know who had and hadn't been through it. I've had friends who were changed through both Gulf Wars. And it's kind of hard to deal with them because they got that look. One guy kept trying to show he still enjoys life, and that's good. Embrace it. Embrace life. But there was another one who also embraced life more. He isolated from his family. He had his own family, but isolated from his own. I hadn't heard from this guy in a hell of a long while. He had been changed. Don't rush it, Luke. Don't rush it. Take each moment as it is, as it's meant to be. You lived, you survived, and now you tell the tale. Remember the story of Samuel Coleridge, the Rime of the Ancient Mariner? Welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. We'll talk. We'll talk.